All right, y'all, let's have a conversation before I get ready to take this makeup off. So, if you're not tuned into the WNBA, you need to be because it is popping this season, okay? Now, let's be clear, it's always been popping, okay? But if you're not on the train already, now is a better time than ever to get on board. But let's talk about something real quick, because I'm very irritated with the conversation that's happening around Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese and the WNBA vets and this expectation that all the players should be like grateful and thankful and show gratitude and get on their knees for Caitlin Clark and what she's brought to the league in terms of attention and ticket sales and all of that. Now, of course, the impact that she's had can't be discounted. Like, she is putting people in the seats, unlike anybody we've seen. But this idea that the players should be grateful to her and should express gratitude and should even go easy on her during the games, it's so ridiculous and it's so indicative of misogyny and really misogynoir. Let's just be real. In case you don't know, misogynoir is misogyny that is specifically directed towards Black women, and it takes on a very ugly and a very heightened form when it's directed towards Black women. That's why it's its own specific thing. And that's what we're seeing right now. Like, the idea that a largely Black league, a largely Black female league, should express gratitude towards a white player for bringing in largely white fans who have had years to get on board. It's ridiculous, it's offensive, and it's really indicative of something deeper, if we're gonna be honest, for a lot of these sportscasters, these pundits, these fans who never tune into the WNBA. I really don't think they care about the players expressing gratitude towards Caitlin Clark. Let's just be real. What they really want is for the players to express gratitude towards them. Like these sportscasters, like Charles Barkley and all these other sportscasters who've had years to put a spotlight on the WNBA via their platforms, whether it be on ESPN or on TNT or even just on social media. And it's so frustrating because they're acting like Caitlin Clark just magically became this overnight sensation. Now look, I want Caitlin Clark to succeed. Yes, I have my favorites, cough cough Angel Reese, but I want all these players to ball out. It's so frustrating to see people act like Caitlin Clark is just more entertaining than any other player who's ever been in the WNBA, when the fact is, talent cannot translate into superstardom without marketing. Not just marketability, marketing. At the end of the day, Caitlin Clark could have done 100 points per game in Iowa. Nobody was gonna notice it unless these platforms marketed it and showed it to people and put it on TV for the world to see and for people to become fans of. So the fact that they're acting like these players owe gratitude to Caitlin Clark and by proxy owe gratitude to them for finally putting a spotlight on the WNBA when they've had so many years to spotlight Maya Moore, Candace Parker, Asia Wilson, it's just mind-blowing. A league cannot depend on one player for its success. It just can't, no matter how amazing that player is. And there are so many interesting storylines. The Connecticut Sun are balling out. Dejanay, balling out. The Las Vegas Aces, two-time defending champions, balling out. Angel Reese getting better and better each game. Cameron Brink, Camila Cardoso. There's so many storylines. And if these sportscasters just put aside their pride and put aside the notion that the players in the WNBA owe them something and just put a spotlight on them, just show them for how amazing they all are, we would be in such a different place in terms of this conversation. So to Charles Barkley and all the other sportscasters who are belittling these players in the WNBA in order to try and lift up Caitlin Clark, lift them all up. Show all of their greatness. Like, you have a responsibility as a sportscaster to do that. So get off your high horse, get off this proud, whatever you want to call it, and do your job. It's really simple as that. It shouldn't take current players, past players, coaches, pundits, and fans calling y'all out to do the right thing. That's ridiculous. You know all these NBA players' names, you know all their backgrounds, you know all their stats. You can do the same for the WNBA. The WNBA is a third of the size of the NBA pretty much. You can do it, okay? And that's really all I gotta say. Support your local WNBA team, watch the games on TV, find your favorite players, root for them, but keep it cute, okay? And let's all take part in this amazing league growing into the supernova that it deserves to be. Anyways, my name is Norris J. Follow me for more. Yeah.